Hi, IASvideos.com is presenting you simplified daily current affairs analysis. Dialogue with the US should not define India's strategic future or its other bilateral relationships. What is 2+2 dialogue? What are the positive outcomes of recent 2+2 dialogue between India and the US? What are the negative outcomes of the dialogue? With this dialogue, are India and US converging strategically? GS Paper 2, Bilateral, Regional and Global Groupings and Agreements involving India and or affecting India's interests. In this video, you can find detailed answers for all the above questions. The above article has been retrieved from thehindu.com, dated September 12, 2018. What we are providing here is just a 10% sample out of the full-length video. Visit our website iasvideos.com to join the course and to unlock all videos. We offer this pen drive course cash on delivery on Amazon.in too. Amazon will deliver our course to your doorstep. What is the context about? The India-US 2+2 meeting on September 6 between the defense and the foreign ministers of the two countries appeared to be a singularly one-sided affair. Washington was calling the shots and New Delhi was trying to wriggle out of US pressure without much success. The inaugural round of the 2+2 dialogue is therefore advantage US, while carefully analyzing the outcomes of the talks. What is 2+2 dialogue? 2+2 dialogue between India and the US was agreed during the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to US in June 2017. It is similar to India-Japan 2+2 dialogue format between foreign and defense secretaries and ministers of the two countries. It replaces earlier India-US strategic and commercial dialogue. The dialogue is aimed at enhancing strategic coordination between both countries and maintaining peace and stability in Indo-Pacific region. It puts strategic, defense and security relationship between two countries at forefront and center stage. What are the outcomes of recent 2+2 dialogue between the India and US? India has signed COMCASA agreement. There, it will boost the defense relation between both the countries. Message to Pakistan: fight against terrorism and USA cut financial aid. Focus on Indo-Pacific region. Open and free access to operate in Indo-Pacific region and counter the influence of China. Infrastructure development. China has very ambitious project One Belt Road initiatives, which US and India can be alternative in developing infra and financial matter. What are the negative outcomes of the dialogue? Negative outcomes of 2+2 dialogue are: India has to cut off the oil import from Iran, where India can purchase oil directly on its own currency rupee, and it has to start to buy oil from the USA at the end of November. America's CAATSA policy will impose sanctions on such countries who will establish the defense and trade relation with Russia and Iran. It demonstrates explicitly that India would face difficulty if it will purchase S-400 missiles from Russia. The same CAATSA policy restricts India to have trade relations with Iran, which makes India hard to make developmental work rapidly in Chabahar port of Iran. The interoperability under COMCASA agreement may hijack the communication or secret code of our armed forces, which will impair our national security. With this dialogue, are India and US converging strategically? Three factors have contributed to the emerging strategic convergence between India and the US. First, the end of Cold War provided an opportunity to both the countries to review their relationship in the light of changing global and regional realities. Second, with the opening of the Indian economy, the American private sector began to look at India with greater interest. If US foreign direct investment in India is more than $20 billion, Indian companies too have invested $15 billion in the US, reflecting a sustained mutual interest. The third factor is the political coming of age of the 3 million strong Indian diaspora. Its influence can be seen in the bipartisan composition of the India caucus in the US Congress and the Senate Friends of Indian group. The US is used to dealing with allies and adversaries. India is neither and is also determined to safeguard its strategic autonomy.